Greetings, technology enthusiasts. I am Chandrahas and I am delighted to be here with you representing CyberBrainer. Do you not believe that the technology sector is advancing at an unprecedented rate, making this an opportune moment to acquire the skills that will facilitate your progress? With CyberBrainer, we are empowering you to take control of your own future. At CyberBrainer, we do not merely impart your interests. We assert that information is power, yet it is the application of knowledge that distinguishes you. Our courses are meant to equip you with essential skills, whether you are pursuing data science, understanding artificial intelligence, or delving into cybersecurity. Let us commence the session and seize the future today. Thank you.
Today we are going to start with the calculation fields and module. In this calculator fields and module, today we are going to start Introduction, Calculated Fields and Calculation Fields Basics. We are going to understand what exactly mean by calculated fields and what we are going to do this utilization. Once we are going to start those topics, you people can get to idea of clarifying your questions to what exactly we do in the calculated fields module. To doing this activity, we need to go to the software. Whenever first you would like to check your existing calculated fields that you need to check in such a way. You need to enter into the search bar. If you want to check your existing calculated fields, you need to enter maintainer calculated fields. First, always I'll go with an existing fields availability. Go to the search bar and enter here. Maintainer calculation fields. Once you enter and maintainer calculated fields, have a tap on the report. As you understand, there is a few calculated fields we have in the availability. These are all the calculated fields. You can able to see. Calculated fields in the sense we can only do and check related to our active employee, higher details of date of joining, salary, change of date of joining, client project, launch date of joining, related only date related activities. And whatever new things has been happened in the organization, which date it has been happened, what is the modification we need to do. How to do those modification changes through using and calculated fields is the point of agenda of today. On here you can see we look up hierarchy and location reason and look up data and time of planning and absent components and can paid off time. Task is completed. Action, events, benefits and enroll related this. All this related of actions you can able to get into the maintain and calculated fields. In this you need to understand the table first. The first one is business objective. The business objective. Whatever the field of service, they're going to take active events. Field of service, they're going to take off all the business objective. In this, we're going to select as in fields. In these fields, we're going to select as an all talent pool of workers and waiting of terminated of workers benefit enrollment related purpose. If you want to give a deeper understanding, you need to go into the next options which would be available on here. The next options you can able to see next to that. The next option, you can see the functional. What is mean by functional? What is mean by field type? These are all details we are going to understand once we jump and understand how to create an active fields in the add to calculated fields in the tenant access. To doing this activity just before you go, just go and have it happen to the edit. You will get an immediate option of edit field of VLOOKUP related. This is the area where we are going to be on work. In this you can see the edit calculated fields. we look up related values. This is the field of calculation. Whatever the field you was going to select here, those related fields you need to be at work under the below. Take it as an example. I want to change and hire employee date that would belong to the HR department. I want to change the project related date that was being belongs to the operation. I want to change a salary period of cycle that would be related to the payroll department. I would like to change the below poverty employees like admin team, like the marketing teams and other teams related. Those will be come under to the active employees related fields. Whenever we are going to work, the important is we need to select the calculated field and you should have it very clearly what exactly you're going to change. Either date you was going to change, either the entire format of date she was going to change. Calculated fields is only utilized for the change of date of action related criteria. I'm not going to edit anything in this. I'm just showing you how to check the existing calculated fields. I have an overall the existing calculated fields. I have overall is, let me go to the previous minute. Yes, I have a lot of active calculated fields here. Whenever you would like to edit any of the existing calculated fields, you need to go with the edit option on here. You need to directly come to the search bar, enter, maintain calculated fields, and you can edit whichever the calculated field you would like to edit. And there was a certain calculated fields. You will get an options of delete also. Not there was. You will get all the calculated fields, but since this is a training tenant, very few nominal options, it will show you as here delete. Once, if you're in the live data, you will find it though all of the maintained calculated fields where you can able to do an edit and delete also. Come to the main menu. Now we are going to enter the create calculated fields in the search bar. To doing this activity, we need to go to the main menu search bar, enter here create calculated field. Immediately we will receive an option called create calculated fields. In this below you can see the task. Have a tap on to this option task. In this you need to enter the field name. I'm going to select here HR hire employee hire date. Post enter, I'm going to tapping on to the business object. In this everyone will get a too many results. Refined search to the narrow results or no item. In this you need to enter here action event. Enter action event. You will get here action event on here. In that, whatever the events, you can able to see action credit and action status. Custom allowance 1 second. In that you can see the different categories, action category, action events category, action items and yellow action related category, application item related category. There was a 44 options business process of action. Each and every option will stands on one individual criteria of changes in the organization. Criteria changes in the sense some department related file date or existing start date or end date changes related process where we can able to do with the creating and calculated fields. As of now, I'm going to taking an example called HR employee hire, date of change. To doing this activity, I'm going to select here active events on functional. I'm going to select here date difference. What is this? Date difference. You do get the other options like format date, and you do get the other options like bill date, and you do get the other options like calculated dates and converted currency date. Date. It has been not mentioned. But whatever the options you people getting on here, each and every sector is going to be share the data related to the date of change. To doing this activity, we need to go on to the date and difference. I selected my calculated fields very clearly. Post that I'm going to tapping onto on here. I receive the data. This is the data is related to the create and calculate to fields date differences. I selected HR employee had data business object to action events. In this I have two options. First option would be at calculations and additional information. A calculation and additional information. In this calculation, I need to go on to the start date. Have it up onto the start date. I need to go on the global fields in this and I need to select the date. In the date of selection, I will get my details very clearly from my organization. Has been established in the market. I will get those related dates. You can see here different and variation dates will be available. Take it as an example. I would like to check the last 14 days of data. I would like to go with on this. 14 days ago data have a selected of. If someone are having a question on your mind, if what? If it is mean, if I want to check 3 years data, 1 year data like that, all the options from your organization start date till today. It will be updated on here. You first decided yourself and you need to understand the ticket of Workday what base you need to be in. Do and change related to the hiring process. As of now, I'm going to taking an updated one for the 14 days ago related data. I selected for the start date and end date. I'm going to selecting here again global fields. Under this, I'm going to select the date again. Under this date also, I'm going to select 14 days of ago and post selecting this here you can see then value returns. The value returns since I selected here 14 days. I need to select in 8 days. If I want an year's data, I want to sell it here on year's data. If I want to send 1 month data, and if I want like half month of data, or if I want like if I want half month data, then I need to go with the again in the days only. If I want 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, I need to sell it in months. If I want 1 year, 2 years, I need to sell it in year. If I want 1 hour ago, I can sell it. 1 minute ago, I can sell it. 1 second also, I can sell it. Since we selected as here on a 14 days ago, I'm selected in 14 days and return 0 on errors. Tap to enable why? Because whatever the options we are going to sell it. There is no any error. We are very clear which data we would like to pull and check it out. And post that I need to have a tap on to the additional information. In this additional information, I do have 3 topics. One is a description. The description we need to mention the same thing that HR employee hire date. Have a tap on to here, enter on same and on below. You do have a category. Have a tap on to the category. Under this category, you need to go on to the partial list. Under this list, sorry, not partial list, just a second. Go to the all. Yes, under this detail, I need to select my active employees or eligible roles. Active employees or eligible roles. Any field of calculation category would be an active employee. I doesn't get any option related to the active employee for those related alternative option. I'm going to sell it last activity on here. Alternative purpose. Usually I need to sell it all active employees or I need to sell it here. I doesn't get that active employees. I'm going to sell it last activity and coming to the authorized user, I'm going to tapping on here. In this you need to have a set of benefits eligibility. Go selecting this. Do not tap onto the intermediate calculations. You just do not enable do not use also. Just leave this. Bloggers of the same. This is nowhere related to your active fields means nowhere related in the sense why they was given that option. Those thought process also they make. It may comes to your mind. Intermediate calculation in the sense whenever you was being did half of the reports or not closing reported properly or you have any wrong calculations on your report, then you need to have it enable of intermediate calculation. Do not use in the sense the report is not validated. That is the reason we are going to select has and do not use. Just avoid this both the options and have it tapped to. And you was being created the fields of your HR employee hire date and you got your action events on here. Here in the additional information and you can see the various usage of data and go to the immediately the actions. Under the actions, you will get an employee HRR hire data action events. Under that last event of activity induction information related details. In this file, you need to have it downloaded. Have it downloaded, open up the file. Here the formulas it was showing in sundred Y, because there is many live data has been appeared on here. Once, if you're in the live organization, you will get the complete active employee list. That complete active employee list, how it will be looks and what are our activities we have in there. And I'm going to give an overview to you. Once you pull out the data from the calculated fields, you will get the data somewhere. Would be it like this. It will be showing here serial number, hiring, active company details of employee, employee name and employee belongs to which department and the employee, current designation and the reporting team data. Who is the manager? According that you can have a change of view. The date of hire, whatever the changes has been, did those changes you need to be an update into the shared folder. Share it to the required authorized group of the persons on same to update their attendant from the access which organization has been given to the HRP. Have a save this file. Share it to the authorized departments in the organization on save. Have a tab to done here. Payroll date format. Go to the business objective. In this have entered related to the pay. Whatever the categories you was going to looking on here, everywhere we can able to change the date of action or the order. Thank you. Employee's date of birth change. Also, you can able to do his date of joining date of birth changes. All this we can able to do from here in that two calculation fields. Date of birth change event. Worker start date date status. Worker start date of action. Have a select of date change on here in the payroll data format. Select of function. Have a select of date of difference. Tap. You will get the same field from here. You need to start with the start date of fields. Go to the global fields. Have a select of date here if you want the 1 year data. I'm just selecting here 1 year of data. Usually I do get the 1 year last data or 12 months data. Since I'm not getting the exact option, I'm selecting here the data presence. I having it last day of the last calendar of 1 year. On here you need to select. CF means calculating fields. Sometimes you will get CF. Do not get confused. CF means calculator fields. Here I received current date to 12 months date. I'm selecting this. 1 year. No. Have it up to. Additional information. I need to change this category, but that's fine. I can able to go with on the same. Just to present you of this thing. You received a payroll date format change and calculate the fields and data differences based on. You need to download and export the file from here. Payroll date change of calculated field. You received it. This is where you need to be in. Create and perform the area. Changes of your payroll dates on sale. Here, there is no access restrictions on here. And definitely if payroll team is having in those related issues, they're going to do their own self also. Even they will also get the same access of related to the create and calculate fields. At the same time, it depends on your organization also whether they're going to give those add to keys or not. Since we are using and training tenant, we do get order from CEO to the last level of add to calculated fields. But once you join into the live data, depends on your team that what kind of restrictions they're going to give you. Tap to the depth. That's all for the payroll calculation related activities. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.